What's going on, everybody? It's Brett Pro Angel here, back again with another deck profile. Today we have Noah. Noah, what are you playing today?
We were playing pure Tri-brigade with a splash of Zoo in it. Nothing huge.
How'd you like it?
It was definitely fun. I wanted to switch it up from Dragons. I've been playing Dragons for like a month now. I'm just not liking Dragons, so I figured I'd go back to my roots, play some Tri-brigade, not without the Werewolf cards because I think they're bad right now.
I feel it.
All right.
Yeah, so without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in.
So it's more of a trap-oriented deck and just using the Tri-brigade cards to like make power plays. So starting off, just the normal 3 fractal. We're only playing 2 kits just because it's just another name. 3 Nerval and 3 Karas. I can't wait for the Link 2 to come out. I hope it's a Starlight.
Same.
For the Zoo package, just a small 3-card Zoo package, just so if you have a tanky and a fractal, it just lets you get another option for a normal summon. And then, for example, like if you pitch one off of a trap card we have later, you can always just normal summon this and make a Fairy.
That's fair. If you see a Zoo half the time late game, you just win.
The one brick of the deck that's part of the engine barrier statue, it just wins games. I'm not playing Avion in this build just because it's more of a brick in this build specifically. I would play it in other builds though.
That's fair.
Hand traps, I love hand traps. So we're playing 3 Ash, 3 Droll, and Gamma. Gamma was the MVP today because people love Ashing Fractal. And, it just, and then Droll was really good because there's a lot of Invoked in our meta.
That's true.
If there was more dragons, I would definitely switch it to Lancia. We're only playing 4 spells, Tankies, and the Barrage. Barrage is just a sick card.
4 spells?
Yep.
Any reason behind that?
There's just nothing else I really want to play. Like, Call by the Grave, that's fine. You can Call by the Grave my Fractal, you can Call by the Grave anything I really... Or, like, you can Ash me, you can Lancia me, it doesn't really matter because I can play on your turn with trap cards.
Yeah, that's true. Trap
cards and hand traps. So, onto the trap cards. 3 Revolt. This card's just absolutely insane. This card's just going to be what's going to make Tri-brigade busted. Next set when we're able to get a Searcher for this. But to supplement that for now, we're playing 3 Trap Trick, which lets you just do it on your opponent's turn even more. And then we play some other cards in our deck to supplement the Trap Trick, say if we already drew the Revolt. So it gives us an option for Dino-Miscus and Ice Dragon's Prison for interruptions.
Dino-Miscus gets rid of the dead cards.
Yep. And then that is a 40-card main deck.
You only run 2 Ice Dragon?
Only 2 Ice Dragons, I only own 2, and it just evened out the deck list.
Yeah, that's lit.
Alright, onto the extra, we have a Link Karibo, a Almirage for our normal summon to get off the field.
Love to see it.
The real reason we went back to Tri-brigade, 2 Fairy.
Starlight!
We killed 2 people with these today. Yeah, they're just super nice. I hope the new Link 2 is a Starlight rare. Oath, it just comes up, like, when we were originally making the Werewolf builds, this card was like a really good card to protect the statue, and it still is, but overall, this card in general just lets you play on your opponent's turn. Being able to, like, have this up in your extra monster zone, Sheer-Egging, and then being able to send the Sheer-Egg to bounce a card and then getting a search with the Sheer-Egg is just kind of nuts.
That's fair.
The one Rugal, just because if you already have your Sheer-Egg established, it lets you get recursion online, especially like if you use like your banished monsters. So like if you like have like 4 banished monsters, bring them back, your Sheer-Egg can't really do much when it gets sent, so you need a way to recur resources. So it gives you another way of recurring your resources.
That makes sense.
Simorg, our game plan isn't to go for this anymore. It's more of just Sheer-Egg Trident control. So it still comes up, and in certain matchups, a barrier statue plus an Oath or a barrier statue plus any interruption is still game.
GG.
The new best card of the deck, Sheer-Egg. This card's just stupid. Like, it just does everything you ever need.
Yep, 3 Revolt, 3 Sheer-Egg.
Yep, that's the game plan of the deck. And then just to supplement the Zoo package, we play 2 Borbo and the Trident. I was playing a Chakanine before, which in hindsight that does take away my summon out the Fairy play from earlier that I was talking about. But I wanted to fit in a second Zeus, just because the second Zeus comes up so often, especially when you're only making it with 2 or 4 materials.
It's actually a nice little package, I like it.
Yep, nice little 5-card package that we don't really care about space anyways.
Exactly.
Side deck is, I feel like, it's pretty standard. 3 Lancia for, you know, any banishing decks, Mirror Match, Invoke, Dinos, dragons. 2 alpha. This card is so much better this format now that VFD is like still gone. Thank God.
Alpha's crazy.
Yeah, Alpha's just an insane card. And worst case, if it baits an interruption, it's still a beast for your Tri-beasts.
Oh, synergy.
And then a card that I'm thinking about just making a 3rd alpha is the Pankratops, but the Pankratops is actually just sick. But the card I'm actually going to cut for the 3rd alpha is going to be a Dark Simorg. Dark Simorg is still a card that I really like. It helps me out in back row matchups, but at the same time, I'd rather just have the ability to go 2nd better.
Yeah, Paint just auto wins against dragons.
Yeah. And then 3 Cyclone just for Schism decks or like any back row matchups like Eldritch. And then Feather Duster with it. And then obviously the Red Reboot as well.
Nice.
Then 2 Anti-Spell and the Order. The Order actually won me a game against Shadal and what was it also against? Oh, and Invoked.
Nice.
Yeah, Imperial Order's sick.
I really like that Dark Simorg spice.
The Dark Simorg is spicy, but at the same time, I would just rather have more going 2nd cards.
Is there any changes you would make to it?
I want to add more trap cards in.
More traps?
Yes. The hand traps are nice, but I feel like they just don't really mesh well with the deck. Like, I'm thinking about adding in a 3rd Ice Dragon's Prison and like maybe 3 Torrent over the Gammas.
Torrent is crazy.
Torrent's stupid. And like, even like, there's hands where like you just don't draw much Tri-brigade, so like it just lets you just like say, okay, I'm gonna get my search for next turn. I'm gonna be able to do like set up a good board state next turn, but then like you just torrent them and then it just evens it out again.
It's like nope, F your board.
Alright.
But yeah, any last words?
Shout outs to Par for Life Game and then Brett for doing the deck profile.
Hey.
And then that's it.
All right, man. Thanks for the deck profile. See you in the next one.
Yep. Peace.